Thanks you guys for being here live. I love teaching these webinars. So let me just say hello to my staff who are here. We have Christina and Maya are in the next room. Maya is not actually a panelist on the webinar today, but she is on live chat and she is on customer support on the website, so she'll be chatting to you if you have any questions through email or customer support. And here we have Christina, who's my COO. We have Jamie Lee, who's in America. She's my director of operations. We have Laura, who is head trainer in Team Sculpted Vegan, but she also moonlights as a business specialist because we all just wear many hats in this company. And then we have the lovely Rachel Rocks, who is executive assistant to the operational team in the operational directors in Team Sculpted Vegan. And then we have the lovely Vanessa Vega, who is Facebook ads guru extraordinaire. She's my director of marketing in Team Sculpted Vegan. We're in Kim Constable companies, and you are going to be hearing an awful lot more about Vanessa Vega in this training, which is really exciting. Let me just say a few more hellos, and then we are going to get started. We have Heck Salgado is here. We have Kim is here, and Debbie and Chen and Susie. We have Stuart Dunn. We have Shar and Lisa saying hello, hello. We have Sergio, I think it's Sergio, saying Christian and Ava are here. So nice to see you guys, or hear you guys, or just see your writing. Hi, Christian. Hi, Ava. Nice to see you. Thanks so much for being here. We have Patty is here as well from Idaho. We have Ryan. It says Ryan is here. I love that. It's my nan's 87th birthday and she gave me too much wine. Karina is saying, I'll try to concentrate as much as I can. Here, I wish I had a glass of wine, let me tell you. We have Anae is here from Australia. We have, who else do we have? We have Christine Fernandez. We have Alita Simpson and Jacinta. We have Sylvie. We have Sarah Garlick is here. We have Julie Donato. We have so many. Julie from Ohio, she's saying, yes, you're Julie, you are here. So nice to see you. Rebecca is saying hey as well. We have so many people jumping on live. We are going to do the live giveaway now. I'm just going to close my little chat box there. So I'm not, oh, actually I'm not, because I have to keep it open to do the live giveaway. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the $500 giveaway just to say well done for you guys for showing up super early. I like to try and do this like immediately whenever we start, although I am 1 minute late in doing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll through all of the names of everybody who's here, and I'm just going to scroll up and down, and then Maya is going to come in and shout stop. And last time she shouted stop so loud she nearly stopped my heart, actually. She's laughing. So I am going to scroll, and the person whose name is at the top when Maya shouts start is the one who is going to be awarded $500. You have to message, as soon as you hear your name, you have to message within about 30 seconds to the team to say I am here. Otherwise, if we don't receive that message, we will give away the $500 to someone else. So you have to be paying attention. Okay, are you ready, Maya? Whenever you're ready. Stop. We have Chloe is here. I'm not sure who Chloe is because her surname says empty field. All she put in was Chloe, but you are the winner of $500. Thank you so much, Maya. And here, that was a very tame stop. I thought you were going to like shout at me, but you were very tame. So you are the winner of the $500 cash. But if you, in fact, I should have gone to the slide before I did that. If you did not win $500, do not despair, because we're going to be giving away another $500 at the end of the training to another lucky person. I love giving away cash. Sometimes, like on the final day of the webinar, I get really excited and I give away like hundreds and hundreds of dollars, sometimes thousands of dollars. I think there was one webinar I got like super excited. I'm gonna turn my light down a wee bit. One webinar I got super excited and gave away I think about $3,000. It was like really cool. So who knows, one day I might get really excited and do that. Depends how many people show up to the webinar and how excited you are, how excited you all are, and how many comments there are, and how much energy there is. That really does determine how much money I give away, I have to be honest. Okay, so if you missed the giveaway, don't worry, we are going to do another one at the end, but we're going to just dive straight into the training now. We're going to go for about 60 minutes or so in the training. So definitely do me a favor, please, and turn off all your distractions. Close your email, close your Skype, no, who uses Skype anymore? Close your WhatsApp, close all those different things, and give yourself the best possible chance of learning this information, because we are going to be covering an awful lot of information in the training. Okay, so what I also would love for you to do is to post your pictures on Instagram so I can reshare them. Many of you will know me as the $1 Million Mentor because that is what you signed up for, but many of you will know me as the Sculpted Vegan, which is my other persona. So if you tag me, just take a picture of your screen, you know, with me chatting or whatever, and then tag me on in your story, and my team will reshare it onto my Instagram page. Make sure you stay tuned to the end, as I'm going to be doing a live Q&A. So if you have a question that comes up, I'm feeling the urge to like play with my hair. If a question comes up during the masterclass that you would like answered, something about your business or something about your product or your program, make sure you save it and ask it at the end, because I'm going to be doing a live Q&A. Oh, yeah, and then we are just going to get right into the training. But first of all, I'm going to tell you what you are going to learn. First of all, you're going to learn how to create your first or your next $100,000 product launch. Sorry, I just want to say before we get started, or before we really get into it, my team, for those of you who are slightly late in joining, you're not too late, but I can see there's more and more and more people joining every second. We're up into the hundreds and hundreds. And so if you've just joined, there is a chat box where you can ask questions. If you want to send a question into the team, my whole team are here to answer your questions. Anything business related, you can ask it, or you can keep your question to the end. So we're going to teach you how to create your first or your next $100,000 product launch. You are also going to learn the first and most important thing you must do before you create a product. Yes, I mean before you create a product. You're also going to learn the main thing that people do wrong that kills their money-making abilities when launching. I am also, oh God, this is just not work playing ball for me today. I'm also going to teach you how trying to save money when launching is actually costing you money, and what you should do instead. And I'm going to teach you my secret launch booster that will bring you in at least $100,000 in extra revenue if you are brave enough to use it. And the last thing I'm going to teach you is the number one thing you must do if you want to break the 6 or 7 figure launch ceiling. But first, before we get into it, you are probably wondering, who the hell are you, Kim, to tell me what I should and shouldn't be doing? So let me just give you a little background into me. So 12 years ago, I was a stay-at-home mum to 3 young kids. Look at those wee kitties, aren't they just gorgeous? I really miss them at that age. Then unexpectedly, I fell pregnant with a 4th baby, Jack. We used to call him our little mistake, and now we have reframed him as our little surprise because I really was not planning on having a 4th baby. So soon after my 3rd baby, but c'est la vie, shit happens, and we had to get on with it. So here's the thing, right? I adored my children. I absolutely adored them, and I loved being a mum, but I really wanted to make my own money. Any moms here who like are stay-at-home moms with kids, or who work part-time, or who are just like overworked and underpaid and really just want to start something profitable where they can earn money when they sleep, give themselves, you know, buy more freedom with their time. If you're a mom and you're here, write in the comments so I can see. If you're like, yes, me, that's me, I'm a mom and I want to earn some extra cash, let me know in the comments, because I just want to have like a wee pity party with you. So I did want to make my own money as a stay-at-home mom. And here's the thing, internet marketing was still in the early stages, and I had heard of people making money from selling books and programs online. So I began studying internet marketing, and I launched an online membership called the Work at Home Mums Network, because I had moderate success working from home. I had been an audio typist, I've been a portrait artist, I had launched a language company. I had, you know, like quite a few, I guess, you know, jobs where I was exchanging my time for money. I'd always been interested in earning money from home. I never wanted to be completely reliant on my husband, even though he did pay all the bills, but I really did just want more. And I'm looking at the comments, and those of you guys are saying, Lorena is saying me, home and part-time all the time. Lisa saying, yes, that's me. Oh, and Shara saying, I homeschool my high schooler. So I'm a homeschooler as well. I homeschool my 4 kids. Josie is saying she's a mom of 3. Michelle is saying yes. Robin saying yes. Kim saying yes. Amanda, stay-at-home mom. Loads of stay-at-home moms here. Okay, I love this. Fantastic. You're in good company, because I too was a full-time stay-at-home mom to 4 homeschool kids. So I started studying internet marketing, launched an online company called the Work at Home Mums Network, and it was a total and utter flop. Yep, there's really no other way to put it. It was Mr. Floppy, and it never actually took off. So here's the thing, right? The program itself was actually really good. It really was well put together. I've been studying internet marketing for a couple of years. I had, learned a lot of really good stuff about how to set up your blog and how to set up your website and how to create graphics and how to set up an email list and how to schedule campaigns and all of this stuff, right? But I didn't have any money to run Facebook ads. I didn't really know about Facebook ads. They all just seemed very complicated and expensive, and just like, who would you even trust and what would you know? And everyone I spoke to wanted like $5 grand to set up your campaign and 10 grand to run it. And I didn't have 10 pounds, never mind 10 grand, right? So I just thought, I'll start this company, I'll create this network, I'll create this program, and then I'll use organic traffic to build it, right? So I thought I'll post on my Facebook page, I'll post on my Instagram, although no, Instagram didn't exist at that point. So I'll post on my Facebook page and I'll set up a business page and I'll talk to loads of people and I'll join loads of groups and I'll just do my best to make it successful because I really have no money. But it didn't work. So after 4 years of trying, and let me tell you, I studied everything. I watched every webinar. I studied Pinterest, I studied LinkedIn, I studied Facebook, I studied Facebook business page, I studied, email marketing campaigns, I studied everything under the sun, right? And after 4 years, I gave it all up to become a yoga teacher because honestly, I was just fed up trying. So that's me teaching yoga. That's me and Doug Head Down teaching yoga. And I gave it all up to become a yoga teacher. And now here's the thing. Here's what happened. In 2016, I decided to train as a vegan bikini athlete. I was a yoga teacher, like I said. I'd never trained in the gym, but I'd always loved muscles. And I always thought I would love to be really, really muscular. And so I thought, I want to lift my saggy butt and I want to kind of, look a bit fitter as I move into my 40s. And I was 37 at the time. So I thought, I'm going to train in the gym. And once I started training in the gym, I realized I really loved it and I was really good at it. And my body started to change really quickly. And so I thought, well, why not do a bikini competition? And my husband said, no. And I was like, I'm not actually asking permission. Just so we're clear. He was like, Kim, you are not standing on stage in a tiny sparkly thong in front of the whole world. And I was like, well, yeah, bam. So anyway, that was me. That was me on stage, first ever time I stood on stage, and he hoped it was the last. Unfortunately for him, he was sadly mistaken. And I looked online for a program that would teach me vegan bodybuilding, but it didn't exist. Okay. So what I was looking for was, whenever I started bot training in the gym, I was a vegan, and I found a trainer. Interesting story. My first trainer was my head trainer in my company, Laura, who trains, helps me write all the programs and trains other people. It was her first, well, only actually, but ex-husband was my first trainer. So it's funny how things come full circle. So I hired him and he was like, okay, you're a vegan. This is confusing because I have no idea what to tell you to eat. And I said, okay, don't worry about it. Like, I'll figure it all out myself. I was a yoga teacher. I was highly experienced in nutrition. I was a geek about the human body. I said, I will figure it all out. And I went home and I thought, I don't want to figure it out. I can't be bothered to figure it all out. I'm far, far, far too busy. My husband is going to murder me, but I'm going to spend probably about like $2 grand, maybe. I had in my mind I'd be willing to spend $2 grand to buy a program that would teach me how to train, how to go from where I was now to standing on stage in 12 months, right? So I had this very specific problem, and that's very important for what I'm telling you now. I had this very specific problem. And this very specific problem was I needed to stand on stage in 12 months or less, and I was time starved, and I just wanted someone to tell me what to do. So I went online, I looked up vegan bikini athlete, didn't exist. Vegan bikini athlete program, nothing. Get to the stage vegan bikini program, nothing. I was like, shit, vegan bodybuilding. And this big, massive, muscly guy came up, Robert Cheek. I was like, oh, no, I don't want to look like him. And I was like, why is this not, like, there must be someone has created a scalable business model, because I've been studying internet marketing, right? I've been studying business and internet marketing. So I knew all about scalable business models. And I was like, surely someone has created a step-by-step plug and play course to teach me how to go from here to here. I had a very specific problem. Pay attention. This is important. I had a very specific problem. I wanted to stand on stage as a bikini athlete, as a vegan. Program didn't exist. So I realized that if I was searching for this specific program, there must be thousands of other women around the globe also searching. I was right, luckily. So I started to design the Sculpted Vegan 12-month program. Now, why was it 12 months? Because I knew that there's no way that anyone was going to get to the stage in less than 12 months. And I remember when I was designing this, so what I did was I went to the gym and I trained with Curtis and I wrote down all of my workouts, and he would like, every week he was like, what are you doing? I was videoing all my workouts. I was writing them all down. I was like, I'm just writing all these down so that I know what I'm doing. I started creating nutrition. I started studying macros and proteins and carbs and fats and different vegan sources of protein. I realized I knew a huge amount about, nutrition anyway, and I was able just to take everything that I knew and plug it in to create this incredible diet. And my husband said to me, are you sure there's going to be enough women in the world who are in their late 30s, 40s, who are vegan, who want to look like a bodybuilder? And I was like, and he was like, how can you be so sure? And I said, because I'm one of them. And this is a problem that I have. And there is no solution to this exact problem. So I'm going to create it. So I launched in October 2017. I created my own Facebook ads for a free webinar, kind of like this one that you are on today. And I sold a $997 program at the end of the webinar. I did 0 Facebook retargeting ads, right? Because I had bought this really inexpensive course for like $497, which had been discounted to $297. And I bought it when it was like 2-pay option. And it was the best $297 or $497, whatever it was, that I ever spent in my entire life, because I was able to, once I knew the basics of Facebook ads, I realized, I don't have to hire an expensive guru. Who say, well, you have to spend at least $10,000 a month in order, or you have to pay me $5,000 and spend $10,000. Everything that doing Facebook ads just seemed so out of reach until I bought this Facebook ads course and taught myself Facebook ads, and my self-esteem went through the roof because I realized I didn't have to rely on some guru who was going to charge me an arm and a leg that I didn't have to run my Facebook ads. But I didn't do any retargeting ads because that was a wee bit beyond my skill set. I hadn't learned that in the program. So I just did what I could do, and it went pretty well. So I made $52,000 at launch. I made $1 million in the first 12 months. And this was all from one $997 program. I thought this one program was gonna solve the rest of my life. All my financial worries were going to go away from one program. And don't get me wrong, whenever I did I think I did 1,046,000 or something, 1,046,297 or something. I have the exact screenshot somewhere. And I thought that this was going to solve all my problems forever. And it did pretty well, but obviously we now have lots and lots of programs. So since then I have launched more than 50 times. I've sold more than 150,000 programs, and we make about $500,000 to $2 million per launch. And these are just some of the programs that we have. I actually left about, I think there's probably way more than 50. I think I left about 30 of them out here, 30 graphics. I just went into, Facebook. These are all in Facebook. These were all my Facebook banners over the years, all the different programs we've launched, and I just put them all in here. So you can see there's quite a lot of them, and this is just some of the times we have launched. We've probably done another 30 or 40 launches. So why am I telling you all this when you're like, can you please just get into the content? We're a little fed up listening to your story. It's really important that I give you, you understand that I have credibility and I know what I'm talking about, because what I'm going to teach you is super simple, and people might say, oh, it's so simple, I wanted to learn something more. But let me tell you, it's so simple that most people miss it, and most people get the basics wrong. And if you don't do what I'm going to teach you in this webinar, you will never have a 6-figure launch. Trust me, I've seen thousands of entrepreneurs not have any figure launches because they miss these steps. And the Sculpted Vegan is now the world's largest online vegan bodybuilding company. And I even got a wee nod from Forbes. And I've been in Entrepreneur Magazine, Inc. Magazine, Forbes, Elle Magazine. I've done TED Talks. It's all the social proof you need. So how do I create 6- and 7-figure launches? This is what I'm going to teach you in the training, because I'm going to give you the basic 5-step outline that you need to do. Now, of course, you're not going to watch these 5 steps and then go away and poof, have a 6-figure launch. But if you write these down, these next 5 steps I'm going to give you, and you dive deep into each of these steps, it's not going to happen overnight. But if you dive deep into each of these steps, I guarantee you'll come back to me in 6 months and say, Christ, she was right. She was right. I went deep into everything she taught, and she was right. And I love being right. Okay, step number 1, you must create a program or a product that solves a specific and common problem. Every industry has a huge amount of problems that people suffer from. It doesn't matter if you're in mindset coaching, football, apparel, weight loss, massage therapy, or fitness. Your customers have problems that you can solve. So here's a case study, right? In 2020, I noticed a problem that women seemed to have. The problem was they wanted a bigger butt, okay? My social media, how do I know this? Because my social media newsfeed was full of influencers doing booty workouts, scrunch bum leggings, booty bands, glute building programs, thong and Brazilian cut bikinis. It was also full of women in my networks and in my groups and in moms groups and in different networks and communities where I was a part of, complaining about their pancake ass and their saggy butt and the fact that they had no butt and how could they get a big juicy butt like, you know, those influencers they saw on Instagram. So in order to be a really good salesperson, in order to have 6 or 7 figure launches, you need to put your listening ears on, as Judge Judy always says over here. She's like, I think it's Judge Rinder in America, but we have like Judge Judy, and she always says, put your listening ears on. You have to be really, really, really good at noticing things. I always say God played a funny trick on us. He put our eyes on inside out. So we're constantly looking outside of ourselves, right? You need to turn your eyes inside and become super aware of what's going on with you so you can become more aware of what's going on with other people. I'm going to go into that a wee bit more later, but keep that thought in the back of your mind. So in response to this problem that I saw, so I identified this problem. I was like, okay, the industry seems to be obsessed with glutes, okay? Women are asking for how to build their butt. Women are doing more glute kickbacks. Brett Contreras, the glute guy, he came on the scene and was doing, you know, he was really the only one who was doing well on Instagram, selling glute stuff. Everywhere I looked, there was the TikTok leggings, the scrunch bum leggings, the build your butt leggings. There was the things you stick in your butt to stimulate the muscles to make it bigger. All of this stuff was everywhere. So anyone who was looking for current trends or problems was able to see it right in front of their face. So in response, I created the 8-week butt camp. We launched in June 2020 and made $300,000 in the first 2 weeks. We have relaunched it 5 times now and grossed more than $1.8 million. Now, here's what I did with this program, right? I identified a specific problem suffered from by many. Then this program solved the problem quickly and inexpensively. This program is only $97. It has an enormous amount of value: meal plan, shopping list, supplement list. It has workouts for home and for gym. It has all of the information about the glutes, everything you could possibly want. It has 8 weeks worth of coaching inside a private Facebook group. It has community. It has a $42,000 prize fund, okay? It is literally the holy grail of glute building. It is the best glute building program in the world. Hence why it's made $1.8 million. Nobody has made that amount of money from a glute building program. And the last thing that this program did is it did it in a measurable time frame. Do you see how it says the 8-week butt camp? The 8-week butt camp. I just had a wee notification there from GoToWebinar. I was like, "Ooh, is everything okay?" Yeah, just checking you're all here and everything's okay. Yep, seems to be fine. So it's called the 8-week butt camp. It's not called the grow your glutes butt camp in an immeasurable time. It's not called the glute empowerment butt camp. I fucking hate that word. Empower your glutes to strain from your genes. No, okay, it was the butt camp. Whenever you're looking at it, you're like, well, it's gonna be hard. Looks pretty hard. Looks like, you know, it's pretty like full on there. Like it conveys a certain image, it conveys a certain feeling, and it's very, very, very specific. Okay, so here are the problems, or here are the things that people do when creating programs that are the wrong thing to do, and here's what you should do instead. When you're creating a program or a product, don't overcomplicate it. Your customers suffer from specific problems. Think about when you have a conversation with a friend about a problem that you have. You don't talk in general terms, you talk in specifics, right? You don't say, God, I would love to be empowered to live a fuller and happier life and to be more joyful in everything I do so I can be more purposeful and have better No, you don't say that shit, right? You say, oh my God, every time I sleep on my back, I get back pain. Or you say, oh, I'm 45 and I'm putting on belly fat and I haven't changed a single thing. Or you say, fuck, that child won't eat anything but Cheerios. I am so sick of cooking goddamn food for that child, and all they do is refuse it and it goes in the bin. Or you say, a bloody dog won't stop barking. Every fucking time I'm trying to work at home, that dog, barking. It sits and looks out the bloody window and barks at people on the road. Or you say, I just can't stick to a diet. Oh my God, I lost so much weight and I just have no willpower and I don't know what to do. Or you say, oh my God, he proposed and now I'm getting married and now I'm really fat. I need to lose this weight. I need to lose this belly fat because I'm going to have to fit into a wedding dress. And that's a really scary thought. Or I'm mother of the bride, right? My housekeeper, Lorraine, her daughter is getting married. And Lorraine is now obsessive about what she's eating because she's going to be mother of the bride and everyone's looking at her. She's getting her Botox and she's getting all her stuff and she's having her regular facials because she's going to be mother of the bride. Soon as she became mother of the bride, she opened up a whole host of problems that she needed to solve. She didn't have any of these problems before she was mother of the bride. But now she's mother of the bride. She has a whole host of problems that need solving. You see where I'm going with this? Or they say, I'm a new PT and I'm finding it hard to get clients. Like, oh my God, I go into the gym every day and it's really hard because like, I don't know, should I approach people or should I wait or should I ask for referrals or like, how do I get clients? Like, how do all these really successful PTs have all of these clients, right? This is a problem. Before you became a PT, your problem was, how do I get to become a PT? Now you're a PT, your problem is, how do I get clients? You see how problems are always evolving. Or you say, this is the favorite of mine, I can't reach my goddamn back when tanning. I am very good friends with Lindsay Bennett, the founder of Lusotan. Amazing woman. And she, I keep saying to her, Lindsay, you need to develop something that I can tan my back. And there's all these terrible things in the market where you do this and they don't fucking work, right? But you know what I use to tan my back? I use a paint roller. I use a paint roller that you would use on the back of a radiator. And it's a genius. Oh, you're all going, oh my God, genius. You see, you get your tan, you pump it onto the paint roller and you roll your back with the paint roller. And I keep saying to her, Lusotan need to have a back roller, right? For putting their tan on. I keep telling her, and one day I'm gonna go on at her so much she's gonna create it. Because this is a very specific and common problem that many women who like to use sunless tanning have, right? It's specific. It's not like, oh, I'm white and I really want to be brown for my holiday. Well, that is another problem, but it's like a specific problem. I have a back that needs tanned and I'm single and I don't have anyone to tan my back and I've nearly broken my arm getting my elbow around there. So this is a very specific problem that needs solving. You see, you have to solve specific problems. There's no woman who says, I would feel more empowered if my back were brown. You know what I mean? It's like, no. They say, I have a back, I live at home by myself, don't have anyone to tan it. This is a problem. See? Okay, takeaway number one. When creating your product or program, you must find a problem that needs solving before you create the solution. Where do you find problems? Anywhere your audience congregates in groups. Where do I find the answers to my problems? Well, I now have like more than 100,000 people in my Facebook groups. So their problems hit me all day. I spend honestly large portions of my day going through my Facebook groups, reading the comments, and I just look for the things that come up again and again and again and again and again. And if there's the same comments, the same complaints, the same struggles coming up again and again and again, I just create solutions to these problems. So, but if you don't have loads of Facebook groups, you need to go into other Facebook groups where your target audience congregates, and you need to watch what they're saying. You need to read the comments. You need to read the struggles. You need to read the responses. And pretty soon a pattern will emerge where you're like, ooh, this is actually a common problem that people have. So then you never have to try and come up with ideas for new products or programs. You can go, this is a problem that many people have, and I have the skill set to solve this problem. So all I need to do is create the solution and boom, then you can market it. It's actually really simple. Okay, number two, check my time. Be bold and specific with your promise. So here's my case study. When we created this masterclass, I deliberately marketed a very specific problem that entrepreneurs suffer from, which is selling their product online. But when we launched, the cost was double what it normally is for registrations. So it was coming in at about $35 per lead compared to $10 to $15 per lead. So what we did was we examined the funnel very carefully and noticed that the opt-in page, which is the page that people land on after they've seen your Facebook ad, was only converting at about 20% compared to the normal 40%. So that means of 100 people who landed on my opt-in page, only 20 of them were actually opting in for the webinar, and I was losing the rest. So this could only mean one thing. The promise of the masterclass wasn't bold enough. So our ads were really good. We do really good ads, I have to tell you. I am like the ads genius, I have to tell you. I don't mind blowing my own trumpet because it's true. So our ads were converting really well. They were bringing loads of people to the opt-in page. Once they got to the opt-in page, then 80% of them were leaving again. So once they got there, they were like, you know, do you ever like go somewhere and you're like, oh, we look in here, see what's in here, and you look in, you're like, you know, whenever you're on holiday or on vacation and you're searching for a restaurant and there's loads of restaurants and you walk in, you're like, do you like this one? Do you like this one? And you have to get the right feeling whenever you're there. Oh yeah, I like the look of this one. Oh, this is good. And then you choose to stay, right? That's how people have to feel when they land on your opt-in page. So we changed the title of the masterclass from the one on the left, which was 5 reasons your online course isn't selling and what to do instead, hosted by the Sculpting Vegan. And we changed it to the $100,000 online launch formula. Create your first or next $100,000 product launch. Now, which one is sexier? Tell me in the comments, right? Now, you guys are about 20 seconds behind me, and I know that because I can see my other screen here, but you're about 20 seconds behind me. But tell me in the comments, which one is sexier? And if any of you saw the left one and signed up from that, tell me. And if any of you saw the right one, signed up from that, tell me. Tell me in the comments because, oh, Michelle is saying, yep, second ad. So let me hear what you're saying. 100,000, Josie's saying. Oh, Julie is saying the webinar has frozen on her. Hopefully it hasn't frozen on anyone else. It might just be your Wi-Fi. Okay, second, Susie is saying. The second ad, Jenny is saying. The new one, Kim's saying. The second one, Ricardo. Yep, 100,000, Amanda's saying. The second one, Simona is saying. Definitely the one on the right, Michelle's saying. Rebecca is saying, I actually think I signed up for the initial one, but mainly because I knew it would be epic because it was you. Oh, thanks, Rebecca. I really appreciate it. Yeah, everyone's saying the new one, the second one, the second one. Money talks. Who said that? Money talks in the 100K one. Yes, that is so true. Lonel is saying, okay, so most of you signed up. Well, there's Sarah signed up for the first one. So here's the thing, right? If any of you know me and know the Sculpted Vegan and know that, you know, how successful we are, then you might have signed up for the left one. You might have been like, well, it's Kim, I know she knows what she's talking about, whatever she teaches is going to be good, so that's grand. But most of you signed up with this one, the $100,000 one, because it's sexy and it sells, and you're like, I want $100,000, but more than anything, it's specific, okay? So let's talk about why. Within 24 hours, the price had dropped from $35 per lead on the left to $15 per lead on the right, okay? That was a massive drop. The reason is because the one on the right was much, much more specific, much sexier, much more engaging. So I want you to remember one thing, 3 things, one thing, whatever, from this webinar, okay? So whenever you're creating your products, whenever you're creating your offerings, whenever you're creating your marketing campaigns, human beings want to be thinner, richer, and happier, and they want it quickly and easily. So when we are looking for solutions to our problems, any problem, we want the fastest, most efficient route to get there. That's what we want. We want our problems solved quickly. And mostly human beings want to be thinner, richer, or happier. That's it. You must be bold and specific with your promise. Experts aren't afraid to make bold promises because they can put their money where their mouth is. If you're truly an expert, you must have the confidence to show it. I am truly an expert in what I'm teaching. I have built my company from 0 to $11 million from the ground up in under 4 years. I can exactly show you how to do a $100,000 launch. What I'm laying out for you here isn't just some like, oh, off the cuff first cookie cutter, or, you know, whatever. This is what works. This is my tried and tested formula that I go through every single time I create a program. So let me ask you a question. I'm going to open my chat again. What is the specific promise of this program? Everyone who guesses the specific promise gets a gold star. And there is Oh, you guys are saying the screen has become frozen with no audio. Well, my screen is not frozen and I have audio, so it might be an internet issue for you. I'm really sorry. I'm just giving you guys time to catch up with what I'm saying, because it takes about 20 seconds for them to come in. So anybody tell me, what is the promise of this program? Susie, lose up to half fat loss. Elaine is saying, what platform is this built in? I looked the layout. There's no platform. This is, we have an in-house design team who do all our designers, and this is the sales page for this program. So this is one of my programs. You guys are saying, lose up to half your body fat, lose up to half your body fat, lose up to half your body fat, lose up to half your body fat. Okay. And then someone's saying insane fat loss. Right. So yes. So the promise of this program. Oh, Melanie's saying, how are the people commenting in the chat? So you are commenting in the chat. I can see the chat, but you can't see the chat, Melanie. So the promise of this program is lose up to half your body fat. See how specific it is? So people go, oh, 4 weeks. Remember I said human beings want to be thinner, richer, happier? Okay. So I was like, how can I create a really short, but really kick-ass program that will give someone epic results in a really short space of time? Because that is what people want. People are willing to work hard for a short space of time to get epic results. So I created a program and tested it and lost up to half my body fat. I'm not even kidding, right? So this is how the 4-week shred came about. So I was able to put that promise on here because I knew that it would work if someone followed exactly the program. And we have had, I don't even know how many, about 5, 6, 7,000, 8,000 people go through this program. And those who have followed it to the letter have lost up to 30 pounds of fat in 4 weeks. I'm not even kidding. So yes, so there it is. Lose up to half your body fat. That is the promise of the program. You have to be specific with your promises, okay? No empowering women to lead happier, joyful, and more purposeful lives, okay? That is not specific. So takeaway number 2, experts aren't afraid to be bold and specific with their promises and to put their money where their mouth is. When creating your product, tell them exactly what they will get and in what time frame. And if you can't do that, if you cannot measure your results, you're probably not getting any for you or for your clients. And the thing is, your clients know this. So if you are not promising specific results with your product, and I don't care if you are designing a golf club, if you can't say increase your drive by up to 200 yards, I don't even know if that's possible. I don't play golf, but you know what I mean? If you can't say that this golf club will do this for you, then you're probably not getting any results. It's just a really nice golf club that you designed. Your golf club has to solve a problem. It has to solve a problem for people who don't have a long drive or who find it hard to hit the ball accurately. Or like my sister, she designed a product called the Babo Kush, which was for babies with colic and reflux. And it was buy the Babo Kush and eliminate colic and reflux. And it does, instantly eliminates colic and reflux. The feeling stops baby crying. So she was like, do you have a crying baby? Put them on the Babo Kush, baby stops crying. And it's like she made 3 million in her first year. So you have to be specific with your promises. And if you cannot measure your results, you're probably not getting any. So you have to go back to the drawing board and do a little bit more testing and be a little bit more bold. Step number 3, don't skimp on design, copywriting, and video editing. So to master a $100,000 launch, every single part of your funnel must be perfect. You cannot have a crappy sales page, terrible copywriting, shitty ad graphics, or a bad sales video. So I want you to take a guess. What is the biggest mistake people make online when creating sales pages, opt-in pages, offerings, Facebook ad graphics, Facebook ad copy, when writing anything or designing anything? Tell me in the chat, what is the biggest mistake that people make? Tell me in the chat. You guys seem to be extremely intelligent on here tonight. I have to say, you're probably the most intelligent bunch of people that I've had on here for a while, so kudos to you. Tell me what you think. Oh, per graphics, Susie is saying. Susie, you are very, very engaged tonight. I like that. Too many words, Jody is saying. Copy, Maria is saying. They are too vague, Todd is saying. Oh, Todd, you've been doing your homework. Make false promises, Yaneth is saying. Per graphics, Lisa's saying. They don't promise anything, Luke is saying. Oh, the guys are beating the girls tonight using fake information and graphics. Oh, yeah, I have seen that done actually, Laurie. They do it themselves, too many words, not specific, confusing, unclear messaging. Okay, you guys are fucking on top of your game tonight. Have you been here before? Were you guys all here on Sunday? I don't know. So yes, you're all right. They use too many words and they overcomplicate things. Okay, so people who really don't know how to market the way that I'm teaching you confuse their customers with things like non-specific outcomes. You know, it's like, you know, join my fat loss transformation program and you will get super fit. What does that mean? What does fit mean? Fit is like, what is fit? Like, I've seen very fat fit people. I've seen runners who can run marathons who have a huge belly, right? Is that fit? So fit is not measurable. It's not specific. They use long blocks of text, right? You go onto their sales page, you're like, oh, I really want to read about this. And you're like, your eyes start swimming and crossing. You can't even dream of what I'm looking at here. It's too much work. And you know, oh, it's too much effort. So you click away. Too many price offerings. It's like, you can buy it at $97, but if you want, you can split it into 2 payments of $48.50. But if that's too much for you, you can split it into 10 payments of $9.70. But if 10 payments is too much, you can have it defer your option. You can join in a month, and you're like, oh wow, too many price options. Okay, too many features, too many, too much, too many. People are too afraid of losing the sale. Okay, they're like, but my program suits everybody. No, it doesn't. Or there's this program can work for this person, and male, female, old, young, you know, fat, thin, rich, poor. And so they market to everybody and they end up marketing to nobody. So here's the 8-week butt count. Let's go back again. So note that the design is striking. The copywriting is top notch. I'm giving myself a wee wrap here. The images are high res. Oh my God, if I see one more sales page with photos that have been taken with an iPhone 7, like, and sent via WhatsApp, slapped in the middle of the top of the sales page, and it's totally pixelated and it literally looks like your 12-year-old designed it in his high school design class. It's so bad. But this one here looks professional. It says we are trustworthy. Okay, so highly designed. This doesn't have to be expensive, guys. I just happen to have one of the best designers in my company who I think exists probably in the world, actually, I would say, who does design for me, but it doesn't have to be expensive. It really, you can find really good designers, especially if you know exactly what you're looking for, and you send them things like this and go, design a page like this, please. This is exactly the way I want it, right? And then they can just recreate it. Even if you are new in business, you must look like you're not. When launching the Sculpted Vegan, I knew I could only charge $9.97 for a product if it looked like it was worth it. I always aimed for high-end design, and you must too. Your website should be clean and clear with only one offering on the homepage. This is the homepage of our website. Now, there is a video that runs in the background at the top, and it says, sign up for the Sculpted Vegan app. Click here. This is the bit below the fold because I didn't want to put the video in. But like, look how clean and clear this is. One offer. The only thing, if you hit the Sculpted Vegan website, that you're encouraged to do is sign up for our app, because I built that bad boy from scratch and it cost me an absolute fucking fortune. We're investing in the app for the future of the business, and that's all I want people to do is sign up. And if they want to find my other programs, they can go to the, you know, to the programs tab at the top, or they can find us on Facebook ads or whatever. But all I want people to do is sign up for the app, and that's all that is on my homepage. So every product or program you create must be built around a concept or a feeling, right? When I was creating the butt camp, I first looked for the feeling I wanted to generate with the program. I looked at Navy SEALs, I looked at Prison Break, I looked at G.I. Jane. So I knew that I wanted to build a glute program. Let me see what the next slide is. Oh, okay. So I knew that I wanted to build a glute program, and I knew that I wanted it to be, but I didn't want it to be, you know, beautiful booty or gorgeous glutes. I didn't want it to be girly. Nothing I do is girly. Okay, I'm like the least girly girl you've ever met in your entire life. I do like to dress up and I like to wear makeup and all the rest of it, but I'm not like I'm not like girly girl. You know, I'm more like a man, to be honest. So I wanted to create a program that conveyed the image of kick-ass. You know, like let's go back and look at it actually. So I wanted to create something that was hardcore and strong and, you know, and like the butt camp, even like actually the inspiration for the font was taken from Prison Break. And so, you know, I watched videos about Prison Break. I watched videos about, you know, like the trailers, G.I. Jane, you know, with Demi Moore. And I looked at, you know, Navy SEAL training online. And I was thinking Army. I was thinking, you know those ads if you're in the UK for the British Army, and it's like dong, 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 dong. Like I wanted to create this real hardcore training feel. I wanted people to know through the feeling of my program that when they signed up for the 8-week boot camp, they were going to work hard and they were going to grow their fucking ass. Because there was no way if you joined this program, your ass would not grow because of how the program is laid out. Because, okay, and in the comments, I don't know why I put this in, actually, I can't remember. Let me see my next slide. Oh yeah, okay. Now I remember. Actually, I'm just gonna go to the next slide. You can tell me in the comments if you want. I'm like, why did I put this in? So the reason why I put it in, because basically what I said was, in the comments, tell me why you're here. Why did you sign up? I kind of just wanted to know actually why you guys all signed up. Like, what is it that you're hoping to create? Okay, I'm gonna ask it now because we're here with me as well. I wanted to know, like, why did you sign up? Like, what did you see, or what did you hear, or what did you notice, or what do you know about me, or like what is it you hope to achieve or you wanted from signing up for this, right? What were you going for? What did you know, aspire to have? Or, you know, I guess I'm just trying to get you guys to be like really to know yourselves better, right? To understand. It's not like, oh, I wanted to have 100 grand, or, oh, I wanted to sit on a webinar on a Tuesday afternoon or evening or night or whatever. Listen, you're like, no, I can imagine that you probably signed up because you were like, I want to have what she has. I follow her on Instagram. I see that she has a housekeeper and a chef and drives a big car and buys Chanel and Hermes and goes on luxury vacations and works really hard and seems to have really good time. And, you know, I want that. I want that she has. Or you might have been like, I just want to get out of here. I want to get out of the rat race. I don't want to be on this fucking treadmill anymore, like working for this person that I hate in this shitty job. I want to have more freedom. I want to be able to get up in the morning and go to the gym if I want, not have to rush to work. And so I'm dying to see actually what you guys are writing in the comments. Okay, I want to read these wee minutes. So I signed up to learn how to have a really successful launch and make tons of money. I love that. Okay, I have been creating a program but need more specific advice and tips. Okay, that's very specific. I like that. There was a blip in one of your emails about storytelling to help your presentation. I wanted to hear more about that for communications. Okay, so hopefully you've heard me tell lots of stories in this. So I want to learn from the experts. I'm interested in useful information. I have a new online program people love. I don't know how to promote or sell it. You're gonna love this then, Anne. I saw your success and have this vague idea. This is the last one I'm gonna read. For something to help blokes in the trucking industry, and I think your program can help. Okay, so yes, all of those are specific reasons why you signed up. I love that. And Dominique says, I want more freedom and to make more money. Yes. So here is the takeaway. Here's the important point. Customers don't purchase, and you haven't purchased anything, it's free, but you don't give your time and attention to anything using logic. You purchase using feeling. You must try on your customer and imagine how they are feeling now and how they want to feel, because this is their pain point. Then you create the program concept around this feeling, and this is what sells. So let's break this down for a second. So what you do is, so you guys saw the ads, or you saw me, maybe you follow me on Instagram, or maybe you just saw the ads, maybe you're completely new to this crazy bitch and you're like, this is quite entertaining, I'm gonna stay here and watch her because she's just quite crazy, which I am most of the time. And so you saw me, or you saw the ads and you thought, I want that. I want to have more of that, right? I want to have Dominique saying like more freedom. Elizabeth saying that she wants to learn how to launch her business. And La Joanna is saying she wants more freedom. And yes, you guys are like, I want more freedom. I would give this world to learn. Oh, I would give this world back to God and every soul will learn the truth. Well, Walter, I really hope that works for you. It makes you happy because that's what life is all about. And people buy feeling. You have to create a feeling around your program or your offering. You have to be able to convey the feeling to your customer of how they will feel after they have purchased your program or purchased your product, and that all comes with the selling, right? You can't have them imagine how they will feel afterwards if you haven't grabbed their attention in the first place. But you know how sometimes you see an ad on TV and there's music, or you hear something and you're like, oh, and and it diverts your attention for a second. And then you're drawn in, and you're drawn into the, you know, all the Christmas ads that come up, and, you know, they show families, and they show, you know, opening presents, and it's so fun, and everything's so perfect in Christmas Day. And you have this, it brings up your Christmas feeling. And for those of you who celebrate Christmas, I know we have many religions here, not everybody will, but I'm from Belfast, and pretty much everyone here celebrates Christmas. And so you have this feeling, or whether it's, you know, Hanukkah, or whatever holiday it is for you, and you see this stuff and it reminds you of this feeling, and that is what selling is. Most people don't have successful launches because they don't actually believe in what they are selling. This is really important. I call it the restaurant recommendation principle. You must be able to convey your vision to everyone who touches your product. So what is the restaurant recommendation principle? Well, have you ever gone to a restaurant and it was just fucking epic, and you just loved it, and you were like, oh my God, the food was amazing. And maybe you had an epic server who just took care of all of your needs. Maybe it was your granny's 90th birthday, and this server made it so special for your granny that she had tears running down her face and considered this girl part of the family. This is a true story from whenever I was actually serving in restaurants, and I took care of this family so well, whose grannies were having a 90th birthday. They were actually hugging me and bringing me into the photographs at the end. I was like, and they gave me a really big tip, which was great. So I've just completely lost my train of thought. What the fuck was I saying? Restaurant recommendation principle, right? So do you think those people went away from the experience of the granny's 90th birthday and didn't tell a single soul? No, they went away and they were like, oh my God, we had lunch in the quality hotel, and not only was the food amazing, but the server was amazing, and she was incredible, and everything was beautiful. We had the best time. They went away and told everyone about how epic it was. And if you have a really good experience in a restaurant, you tell all your friends. Or if you go and see a show or a movie and you go, oh my God, did you see that movie? Oh, you have to go and see it. And I might go, oh, no, you know, it's not really for me. I'm not really into those kind of movies. You're like, no, I thought that too. I really only like rom-coms, but this one's like edgy and it's got a bit of darkness too. But I laughed all the way through, and you're selling it to me. And even though I'm saying, no, I'm not really interested, you're like, no, but it was amazing, because you have this amazing experience of watching this movie. That's selling. Right? So you're selling every single day of your life. If you can't generate that feeling about your product or your program, you're fucked. Sorry, but you are. You're like, you're totally screwed. You have to be able to talk to anyone about it and go, oh my God, yeah, I have this we transform lives. This program is so epic. You have no idea what I can do for you. You're an emotional eater. Listen, I am going to take you from stuffing your face with chocolate cake to literally, you know, like enjoying salads for breakfast and shredding off all this body fat, because I can completely transform you in your emotional eating. You have to be able to convey the feeling of what you're selling so well in your marketing, in your pictures, in your concepts, in your words, in your demeanor. You have to be so passionate, enthusiastic about what you do. You can't not sell, because it's just part of who you are and what you do. And that is what creates $100,000 launches. And just like I'm selling to you now, I'm selling this idea to you, and hopefully you're engaged and you're not thinking this girl really is crazy and you've, you know, clicked off, which I'm sure many of you have, because I'm not for everybody. Some people are like, well, she's just a little too much, so I'm offended by her and I'm going to go. But then others of you are like, fuck, she's my girl. I like her. I love her energy. She reminds me of me, right? I don't pretend to be anybody else. I don't try and be like, I don't try and tame myself. I don't try and not say fuck. I say it all the time because I love that word. And if you're offended by that word, we probably wouldn't work well together. But that's okay for me, because I'm not trying to appeal to everybody. I'm just trying to appeal to the people who are like me. This is how you create programs. You take this feeling, this energy, this enthusiasm, and you infuse it into your marketing, and then you present it to the world. And that is what creates $100,000 launches. So here is your takeaway. Number 3. I'm really talking too much tonight, like we've gone for a while. Don't create an amazing program and then half-ass the design and the concept. Be intentional in everything you do. Hire a designer, hire a copywriter, hire a video editor. They don't need to be expensive. I can teach you how to do these so inexpensively. You have to believe in what you do and what you have created. And that is what creates $100,000 launches. Okay, number 4. Here's my secret launch booster that will bring you in at least $100,000 in extra revenue if you're brave enough to use it. So when I launched the 4-week shred in 2018, I offered a $5,000 cash prize for the person who made the biggest transformation. This is a really old graphic. I dug it out of Facebook. I blew it up. That's why it's so pixelated. Don't judge me. So I want you to remember, right? Just put in this picture here because I am thin, I am evidently rich, and I am happy in the photo as well. You think I'm happy, so I just thought it was a great photo to illustrate the thinner, richer, happier. So remember, human beings want to be thinner, richer, and happier, and they want it quickly and easily. So what I did when I created the 4-week shred was I capitalized on the fact that people wanted to be thinner, richer, and happier. So the 4-week shred would make them thinner. I offered a $5,000 prize fund to make them richer and give a little bit of incentive. And I knew at the end, even if they didn't win the $5,000, because only one person could, that achieving what they had achieved, working hard, that feeling of satisfaction they would get from working really, really hard would make them so much happier. So I knew the $5,000 would be a great motivator because I know people want to be richer and they need an incentive to work hard, right? And they think, well, they have to work for 4 weeks and I could win $5,000. May as well choose that program over this program because there's $5,000 at the end of this one. I just understand human beings. And so I use this understanding to market to them. It's really simple. Human beings are really simple. And if you just understand them, you'll be a great marketer. I knew the $5,000 would be a great motivator, so I worked out how many programs I would need to sell to cover the prize fund. It was very simple. I just did the math. Program cost $47. So if I made 107 sales at $47, I would make $5,029. I sold 130 programs in the first day of launch, and I sold 1,800 programs in 14 days. This is in 2018, way back in the day, before I was even successful. My gross profit was $84,600. minus the $5,000 prize fund, minus the $15,000 we spent on ads, my net profit was $64,600, right? Pretty successful, wouldn't you say, right? For my first ever launch of a small program PDF. Prize funds or giveaways, this is the point. Prize funds or giveaways are a great way to add money to your bottom line. But remember, your program must solve a real problem. Be bold with its promise and have every part of the funnel well designed before you even think about adding a prize fund. I've seen people add prize funds and they haven't got their Facebook ads right, or they haven't got their opt-in page right, or they haven't got their offer right, or they put like enter your email address here to see the price of the program on the sales page. They've created barriers to entry, which really do not need to be there. So if you're going to add a prize fund, you have to make sure you have every single part of your funnel correct, from your Facebook ads to your sales page, to your design, to your images, to your offer, to your everything. You must not have any barriers to entry, and your program must work. And then you can offer a prize fund. So this is a really short takeaway. If anyone has any questions about this at the end, I can absolutely answer them. The bigger the prize money, the more sales you will make. When we launched the Butt Camp 2.0, the 8-week Butt Camp 2.0, which was basically 8-week Butt Camp, but we added in a gym program, added in new meal plans and recipes, and resold it again for another $97. And everyone who purchased the first one purchased the second one, even though all the workouts were still the same. We doubled the prize money and we sold 120,000 more programs than usual. We made, for an extra $20,000 in prize money, we made an extra $120,000 in sales. Now, let me just talk about this for 1 second before we move on. This is the power of marketing. This is the power of listening to your audience and what they want and creating it. So listen to me for a second. We created the 8-week Butt Camp in June 2020. We launched it in June 2020. We made 300,000 maybe. I think we relaunched it, exactly the same program, but with another competition, I think in January 2021. No, we did it in September, maybe. September. We made another 300,000. I think we made 330,000, then we made 300,000 because it was relaunch. Then we launched it again the following January and we made 280,000. And like this is like people buying the same program or entering the same competition because our audience had already purchased it the first time, so that's why I made less and less. Then we listened to people and what they were asking for, and they kept saying, is there not a gym program? Can we have a gym program? Is there gym options? I wanted the Butt Camp, or I bought the Butt Camp. I would love to be able to do it in a gym. It's a great program. So we were like, gym. Let's add a gym program to the Butt Camp. So that's what people were asking for. So we added a gym program to the Butt Camp. We added new meal plans and new recipes and shopping lists because we know that's what everybody wants in vegan nutrition. And we relaunched the Butt Camp and we doubled the prize money. So after launching and launching and launching it, we relaunched it and we made $500,000. We actually added a coaching option onto it that we'd never done before as well. And we made $500,000. And then we added upsells actually at checkout as well. We offered them different, 8-week abs, which was a complimentary program. The whole thing ended up making us just over $500,000. Like, it's insane. So, and that was the same program, and all we did was add a gym program and change the meal plans and workouts, and that we knew to do that because we listened to our customers. When you listen to your customers, all the answers, or listen to your audience, or listen to your people, all the answers are there. Okay, last one, number 5. This is the number one thing you must do if you want to break the 6 or 7 figure business ceiling. This is going to be very unsexy, but you have to listen to me. You must learn Facebook ads. In 2016, I bought a Facebook ads program and taught myself how to do Facebook marketing. It was the best $497 I had ever spent. Why was it? Because up until this point of trying to run online businesses, my main sticking point, the main hurdle for me, the hill I couldn't climb, was Facebook ads. Because every single Facebook ads guru or person that I spoke to wanted to charge me an arm and a leg to run my Facebook ads. And I only wanted to work with the best people. So therefore, of course, the best people were an absolute fortune. And I didn't want to, work with someone who didn't really know what to do. And I didn't actually have any money to spend on Facebook ads, or to spend on the creation of Facebook ads, or to spend on anything. And I had no money to spend on anything. And so I bought myself a Facebook ads program and I taught myself Facebook ads. Teaching myself Facebook ads meant that I successfully ran my first campaign, which made $52,000 all by myself. I did no retargeting and no sales ads. I had no video, I only had graphics, and I still made money. Loads of people have come on here because you want to learn how to sell your course. If you want to learn how to sell your course, you need to do everything that I've said in steps number 1 to 4. Well, 4 is optional because it's a prize fund. It's just a wee launch booster. But you need to identify a problem, create a program or a product that solves that problem. You need to work on your sales graphics and your videos. You need to get every part of your funnel correct. You need to create a feeling and a concept around your program or your product so that when you launch, it adequately conveys what you want it to convey. And the final thing you need to do is learn Facebook ads and run them yourself. It is the best investment of your time you will ever make. Here's why. Now, interestingly, I didn't hire my director of marketing, Vanessa Vega, who is here. Hi, Vanessa. I didn't hire her until after my first successful launch. Now, I launched the Sculpting Vegan program, made $52,000. That was in October. I then set it onto Evergreen. I set up the Evergreen campaigns, which basically means we run Facebook ad traffic to the recording. People watch the recording and then they sign up at the end. And then I hired Vanessa to come and work for me she didn't come, she only came on board, it took me 4 years to persuade her to come on board full time. But finally last year I cracked her and she came on board full time. So up until that point, she was just running my ad campaigns. And so, but she didn't come on board until after I had successfully run my first launch. And then once I had successfully run my first launch, I was able to give her all the data. And I remember when she took over the ads in, I think it was February, it took her about a month to optimize the whole account and to work things out. And then she started running ads, I think in March or April, and my sales went up to, I was making on average 4 to 8 sales per day. I remember when I did my first bikini competition or my second bikini competition in April 2018, the day I did my competition, I sold $12,000 programs. I made $12,000 while I was on stage and doing stuff and I'm changing my bikinis and whatever. I wasn't even working and I kept checking my phone. It was ping, ping, ping. I'll never forget. Every time I fucking checked my phone, I had another sale. I made $12,000 while I was prancing around stage in a sparkly bikini that day. Now, I could never have done that by myself because that was a more advanced marketing strategy and I hadn't learned that. But once Vanessa came on board and she took over the account, that's what she was able to do with the account, but only after I had the proven sales that I had done myself with very little risk because I didn't have to pay anyone to do it. So I believe personally, as a multi-millionaire and owner of several multi-million-dollar companies, I believe that learning Facebook ads is one of the reasons that I am the success that you see today. You do not need to hire an expensive online guru to run your Facebook ads when you're just starting out. Sure, once you're successful, it makes sense. But in the beginning, I actually recommend that you learn to do it yourself. Does it take a little bit of time? Yes. But if you diligently find a course and work through it, it's not going to take you any more than a couple of months. Like, really. And you might be like, couple of months, Kim? Well, like, are you in this for the long haul or what? You know, there's no business, no matter how much I've said to you, you can do this and do this, whatever. Of course, you can shortcut it. If you have someone specifically teaching you exactly what to do, you can get there much faster. But for most people, it's going to take far longer than you think. But sure, the time will pass anyway, and what else are you doing? So I do recommend that you learn to do it yourself. To break the 6-figure mark, you must know how to read and analyze your Facebook ad data. Otherwise, you'll never grow a successful online business. This is just a snapshot that I pulled from inside my Facebook ads campaign, I think on Sunday. This is one of my accounts. These are campaigns that we're running for, I don't know what they're for, lead magnets and the app and some business ones. So this is just from inside, but I can read all this data. And once you've run your own campaigns, you hire someone, you're going to know exactly what to look for, and you're going to be able to read the data and have intelligent conversations about them. And if you want to run a business like mine, if you want to make 6 or 7 figures or 8 figures, you have to learn the ropes of your business. If I could run my own business. If there's very few people in my company that if they left, I could not do their jobs. So, I mean, of course, there's very specialized, you know, like Infusionsoft and, you know, done by the very talented Jamie, and, you know, there's design done by talented Alan, you know, Facebook ad campaigns done by Vanessa, but the basic bones of the company, I could run and direct because I did it all myself from scratch. So here's your last takeaway. You don't need to hire an agency to run your Facebook ads, especially in the beginning. You can and should learn how to do this yourself. I swear to God, it's easier than you think. As human beings have overcomplicated it, and all the ad gurus that exist in the world have now overcomplicated it. And let me tell you, most of them are shit. Most of them have no fucking clue. Not all of them. We have some really good ones on our team, some exceptional ones. I'm spitting. Some exceptional ones in our team, actually. But I have seen some really, really bad Facebook ads people. Like, we had a girl in one of my business courses who had set up her funnel completely perfectly. It was an amazing program she was offering. It was very specific. And she hired this person to do her Facebook ads. And she came to me and she was like, I spent $1,000 and haven't made any sales. Would you look at my funnel? And I had Vanessa look at her Facebook ads in the back end. And Vanessa was like, these haven't even been done right. This girl will not make any sales. She needs to stop this campaign right now. She said it hasn't been optimized correctly, it hasn't been set up correctly. It's not even optimized it's optimized for landing page view, not for sale. There's no pixel on the website. There's no tracking. There's nothing. This has been set up so badly. And she had paid this person a couple of $1,000 to set this up. It was shocking. So there are people out there who really know nothing about Facebook ads, running Facebook ads, you know, running Facebook ads for people, and then being surprised when they don't work, right? But that's because they really truly don't know what they're doing. It's actually not that hard to do to do it yourself. Okay, so that is the end of, what am I doing? That is the end of part 1 of the training. Did you enjoy it? Hopefully you did. Oh my God, you guys are chatting away here. Anne-Marie is asking, how big is Kim's staff? How many people is she working for? I think we have about 34 people on staff right now worldwide. Hannah is saying, I'm a new follower of Kim. And the webinar is so good, and Kim is just being herself. I love it. And oh, you guys are writing so much lovely stuff. You guys are you're fabulous. Thank you, Grania. I love Kim's honesty. She hasn't changed over the years of following her. She's still a straight shooter. I love that you've been following me for a long time, and you can see that absolutely I have not changed over the years. Okay, so don't go anywhere, right? Because I've something that I want to tell you about. So here's the thing about a webinar. You always sell something at the end of a webinar, okay? That's why you give away your time and your content for free, because then you want to offer the solution to their problem at the end. That's a little secret for you, for those of you who are going to run webinars. So there are 2 paths that you can take from here. You can take the information that I've given you and go it alone. You can dive deep into each of the strategies that I've taught you. And I have no doubt that if you do follow my advice, as simple as it sounds, you will be successful. Or the other and faster and easier path is, you could allow me to mentor you for 6 months, I'm not even kidding, to launch or relaunch your online program the profitable way. Do you want to hear how? If you're like, hell to the yes, tell me, Kim, I'm excited. And how much is it going to cost? So I have teamed up with my director of marketing, Vanessa Vega, okay, who's here. Hi, Vanessa, love you. And has personally managed over 1 billion in Facebook ad spend. Remember back in the day when Facebook started and then they started running ads? Vanessa was there. Vanessa remembers because she has been running Facebook ads since 2011 when Facebook ads started. She has managed over $1 billion in Facebook ad spend. So we are going to bring you a business offering that is completely unique. There is no one else in the world that works side by side like Vanessa and I do in the same company, creating millions of dollars for our own companies that is teaching what we're going to teach you. So we have, after many, many, many years of talking about it, we finally fucking did it. And we have created a program called Digital Marketing Blueprint, okay? This is a program for which the promise is create your $100,000 launch in 6 months or less. We have come up with a program that we are going to teach live. Need to take a drink of water. We're going to teach it live over 6 months, live and interactive. It's not recorded. It's not access to like the back end of a, it's not access to like a members area where you go through the training and then you're like, oh my God, there's nobody here to answer my questions. This is live, interactive. You do the work alongside us, okay? We're going to teach it in Digital Marketing Blueprint. So for the next 6 months, you can work alongside me, Vanessa, and a team of experts that we have personally hired to help you launch or relaunch your program online. This is the fastest, most effective way to create a 6-figure launch. Doesn't matter if you have a physical product, doesn't matter if you have a bricks and mortar business, doesn't matter if you have what do you call it, product, a virtual product. I was kind of like a bloody name, an online product like I do, like a PDF product, right? Or it doesn't matter if you just have an idea for a product that you haven't even created yet. That's probably even better. But you're like a coach and you see clients one-to-one and you know you can solve this specific problem for them and you've been dying to get your program or your product or your expertise online and you just want someone to teach you how to do it. You're going to be perfect for what we do. So if you join Digital Marketing Blueprint today, together we will launch your product or program in September 2020. How's that for specific, right? We're going to work now. Whenever the program is closing. It closes for registrations next Sunday. Once it closes, it closes. We're not putting on evergreen. The group that joins is the group that will go through the 6 months together. And everyone is going to set their launch date at the start of the program. They're going to pick their launch date and they're going to work towards that launch date, because let me tell you, something amazing happens when you set a deadline. And that's what we're going to do. And you're going to launch in September 2020. So what do you get if you join, right? You get 4 weeks intensive sales training with me. You get 8 weeks intensive Facebook ads training with Vanessa. You get 14 weeks of implementation time to create and launch. I'm going to break these down in a second. You get weekly live Q&As inside the private Facebook group, 24-hour access to the best online marketing coaches in the world, if I do say so myself. And you get access to a group of entrepreneurs supporting each other who are going through the exact same training at the exact same time. So here's what I will teach you in my portion of the training, exactly what to do. I'm going to teach the first portion and Vanessa's going to teach the second portion. So I will teach you exactly how to identify problems in your industry that many suffer from. And then I'm going to teach you how to create specific, marketable solutions to these problems. I'm not going to teach you how to write your program. This is not how to plan it out and write it or create it. Or of course I can give advice on video or whether you should use video or PDF and all whatever, and price points. But I'm going to teach you how to create a marketable solution to a problem. Then I'm going to teach you how to write and design Facebook ad graphics and copy that stands out from the crowd and actually sells your product. I am a copywriting genius. I'm a sales guru. I can write long and short copy and ad copy that gets attention like that. And I'm going to teach you how you can too. It's actually a lot easier than you think. I'm going to give you templates. I'm going to give you cheat sheets. I'm going to like do live workshops. It's going to be so much fun. I'm going to teach you how to immediately create groups of people who are ready to purchase from you. I was like, I'm going to teach them how to do this at the very beginning. I'm going to teach you. The first thing I'm going to get you to do is to create a group of people. It's a very specific strategy I use all the time. You're going to create a group of people and you are going to start to build a community of people before you've even created your program, so that when you launch in 6 months, you have a group of people to launch it to. See, you're like, oh, I'm interested now. I'm going to teach you how to build a waiting list for your program or product before you launch, and an email waiting list. That's what I'm going to teach you how to do in the very, very beginning. And you're going to build that email and that waiting list the whole way through the program for 6 months until you reach the end. And I'm going to teach you how to create a system that makes money while you sleep or while you prance around on a stage in a sparkly bikini. Then Vanessa's going to teach you how to set up campaigns to mass markets and broad audiences. These are her words, not mine, so I can't get as passionate about this because I don't know the nitty gritty, but I will try my best. She's going to teach you how to retarget your existing traffic to scoop up all the revenue being left behind. This accounts for almost 40% of revenue. This is how she took my launch that I did to my people and then turned it into an evergreen funnel that generated 6 to 10 sales per day, right? $6,000 to $10,000 per day I made in the first 3 months after Vanessa took over my marketing. She's going to teach you how to pinpoint and target audiences that actually convert, so you're not pissing money into the wind. She's going to pinpoint problem areas in your campaigns. She's going to teach you how to pinpoint problem areas in your campaigns to effectively damage control, because you will need that skill with Facebook ads, let me tell you. Because sometimes you'll be like, okay, it's not working, what's changing, something needs to change. She's going to teach you all that. She's going to teach you how to analyze data so that you see increasingly better and better results over time. In short, you're going to be a Facebook ads guru. In fact, you could probably start a Facebook ads business after this training. You could do ads for other people. You're a stay-at-home mom looking for a new career? You're welcome. Not even kidding. So how is it taught? Phase 1, March 21st, April 17th. That's what I'm going to teach. It's 4 weeks long, the online sales system. Then you're going to have a study break for 2 weeks. Then in phase 3, you're going to be taught the Facebook marketing system from May 2nd to June 26th. Then you're going to go into phase 4, which is the implementation phase. This is where there is no teaching. There is only live Q&As every week. And this is where you're going to be doing the work, okay, towards your launch. It's 12 weeks long. And then phase 5 is where you're going to launch. We're going to watch you and clap you from the sidelines. All the training will be done in a private Facebook group. Why in a private Facebook group? We get people going, oh, not Facebook, I hate Facebook, I'm not even on Facebook. Well, you're gonna have to join. Why are you gonna have to join? Because Facebook is the easiest and quickest place for us to deliver the training. People are in Facebook every day. Most people, we can organize and collate the data. But here's the thing, if you're really like, I refuse to be in Facebook, that's okay. We're going to record all of the trainings. We're going to upload them to a private playlist on YouTube and give you access to the private playlist so nobody else can see it. But it means that you can watch them in YouTube if you don't want to watch them in Facebook. So I'm going to do that for you if you don't want Facebook. Now, I have a webinar exclusive bonus for you. It's really exciting. I keep spitting over my computer. I don't know why. I'm just getting overly excited, I think. So I have a webinar exclusive bonus for you, okay? This is only for people who purchase before the end of the masterclass. I'm going to say it again. If you purchase live here on the masterclass, we're going to go for about another 45 minutes. I'm going to do a Q&A. You can leave, by the way. You don't have to stay, but if you have questions, you can. So, and I'm going to call out your name. Anyone who purchases on the webinar, Vanessa and I are going to do one each. So you get 2 in-person strategy calls with Kim and Vanessa. So you're going to get 1 strategy call with Vanessa and 1 strategy call with me. They're not going to be one-to-one, they're small group. But let me tell you, there's not many people purchase live on the webinar. So this is going to be a very small group of people. And not everybody is going to be able to turn up. We're going to try and find a time that works for everybody. And there may be 2 different times. And we're going to record the calls. We're going to send you out the recording if you can't make it live. But this is your chance to get in front of me in person or get in front of Vanessa in person and ask your questions. Vanessa has done over $1 billion in Facebook ads. There's nothing she does not know about funnels and marketing and ads and sales pages and opt-in pages. She is as knowledgeable as I am when it comes to this stuff. But you're going to be able to get in front of me and say, what do you think about this? And what do you think about this? And I have this idea, and how should I create this? Or how do I go from here to here? Or what would you do, Kim? Or can you tell me all about your internal systems, Kim? Or can you please send me a swipe file of your emails that I can use for mine? You know, anything you want, you can ask me. This is going to be you, me, in person, on Zoom. I'm going to see you. You're going to see me only if you purchase on the webinar. Okay. So if you're like, credit card handy, and don't be coming crying to me afterwards and being like, I missed it, I want the call. You have to purchase before the end of the webinar. I have to shout your name out to get this. Not going to be offered anywhere else. Now, for those of you who purchase before midnight, I have another bonus. And by the way, anyone who purchases on the webinar is also going to get this. We are running an online masterclass. It's going to cost $97. It's on March 20th, and it's called the 7-Figure Online Marketing Masterclass. This is really for anyone who wants to start their online journey, or maybe you've started your online journey and you want your next steps. This is basically going to be the condensed version of what we're going to teach in Digital Marketing Blueprint. but it is a paid masterclass. There's going to be so much information in there. I'm going to teach exactly how to take your idea and create it into something tangible in very actionable steps. So you're going to get a head start, right? This masterclass, because we're not starting the training until I think it's the week after this. So you're going to get a head start above everybody else. If you purchase before midnight, we're going to send this to you. Okay, we're going to give you free access to this. And for anybody who doesn't purchase before midnight, this will be available to purchase if you want to purchase it at another time. But anyone who purchases Digital Marketing Blueprint gets this for free. And let me tell you, if I was in your position and wanted to make millions, I would soak up every single piece of information that I could and get access to all the goodies. Okay, so what's the investment? You ready? You're all like, the total value of what we're offering today is $26,800. We added up exactly what everything cost. If you were to get my time, my attention, my training live, it's not even recorded, it's live. I charge $20,000 an hour for my time. I'm not even kidding. That's what I charge for my time, because that's how much money I can make if I invest 1 hour of my time, $20,000. So you get $26,800 worth of value. But today you can get access to Digital Marketing Blueprint for $197. Now, there will be 11 more payments of $197 afterwards, but you can get access today to everything, to the Facebook group, to the coaches, to get your journey started, to me. There's only like less than 50 people in the Facebook group because we only just opened the program. You get in there and you immediately start firing questions at me and my team. I have 8 moderators, I have 6 coaches, and I have Vanessa and me and my entire team in there. You have full access today to my entire coaching team to get your business started for $197. It's a fucking steal. Just in case you needed reminding, that's $5.47 per day over 12 months. That's less than a cup of coffee in Starbucks. Or you can pay in full, and the cost is $1,997. And if you do that, then you save $367. And if you want to join, this is where you go to join. themilliondollarmentor.com/DMB-FAB for fast action bonus. DMB for Digital Marketing Blueprint -FAB fast action bonus. If you know you want to join, you have to get on there now. If you want to get the strategy call with me, one with me and one with Vanessa, 2 separate calls, and get the fast action bonus of the $97. And I think one of the team, Jamie, actually has just posted the link up there. Don't go to the website to purchase. You have to use this link, otherwise the bonuses won't be sent to you. And this link expires at midnight tonight. If you purchase on the webinar, you get the fast action bonus. If you don't purchase on the webinar, that's totally okay. You'll still get the $97 if you purchase before midnight. And if you don't purchase before midnight, it goes away. Now, if you want more personalized coaching, we have 2 separate options for you. I actually had this at double the price. The platinum option was $18,000. And then do you know what happened? The war. Russia invaded Ukraine and the world shit itself, understandably. And everyone is reeling from coronavirus. People are a lot more price conscious. And I realized it was just too expensive. I wanted to give better value. So we refunded everybody who'd bought it. We got them to repurchase at the lower price. And you can get access to me and Vanessa and my team for, if you choose the gold option, you will get weekly mastermind coaching calls for 12 weeks during the implementation phase. At the end, whenever you're doing the work of your program, you can show up every single week and get one-to-one coaching support in a small group setting in Zoom. Or if you choose the platinum option, you can get 6 months. For the full 6 months, you will get a weekly mastermind call. All of these calls are recorded if you can't make them. You get to show up every week. You get to ask questions. We get to dissect your website, your pages, your opt-ins. I will look at your ad graphics. I will rewrite stuff for you. I will make suggestions and changes. I will give you access in the platinum option to my entire team, to my entire network. I will connect you with people. I'll hook you up with people. You have no idea what I've done for people in these options. I've given them full access to every single company document that we have. Cheat sheets, swipe files. I've literally copied all our launch documents, anything they have asked for. This is an insane offer for 6 months worth of weekly coaching. Or the gold option is just as good, slightly less expensive. Or you can pay per month, $297 per month or $497 per month if you know that you are serious about launching this course. Now, this may seem expensive, right? $5,000. If you launch, just to put it in perspective, you do everything that I tell you and you launch a $47 program in September, you only need to sell 107 of them to cover that price. I sold 130 in the first day. So you're going to make your money back. If you commit to this, you're going to make your money back in September. If you don't commit, then you won't. Don't purchase one of these. Don't purchase the program at all. If you're not ready to commit, don't do it. But if you are ready to commit, I will commit to you and I will help you achieve everything that you want. There is the URL where you go to purchase, themilliondollarmentor.com/DMB-FAB. And if you purchase now on the webinar, I will shout your name out because my team are standing by to send me your name whenever you purchase, and I'm going to shout you out in the webinar. And I maybe might even crack a party popper for you too. Now, here's an option for you, which a lot of people choose. You can purchase the program using PayPal credit. So PayPal credit helps you spread the cost further. You can spread the cost over 24 months with PayPal credit. So what you do is you go to paypal.com, you apply for PayPal credit. I don't think it's available in Australia. And you purchase the program using PayPal credit. And then you get the credit applied to your account, and then you come back to our website and you purchase the program using PayPal credit. I think the maximum you can get is maybe $3,000, so it would only cover the gold option, but it is a really great option to spread the cost. The best thing about PayPal credit is the first payment isn't due for 35 days. So you can actually purchase the program today, but not make your first payment for 35 days. And if you already have a program to sell using the specific techniques I'm going to teach you about building an audience, an email list before you launch, you could even make that money back far, far sooner than the 6 months. Now, if you have a question and you want to chat to somebody, or if you're thinking about the platinum option and you want to have a phone call with one of the team, simply go to support@themilliondollarmentor.com. The lovely Maya is waiting next door to talk to you. She's on chat and she's on support. My whole team are standing by to answer your questions. So any questions you have, go to support@themilliondollarmentor.com. We are going to do the Q&A in a wee minute. Don't forget that we have the webinar exclusive bonus. You have to purchase on the webinar to get this. And if only 2 people purchase, well, that's great. It's just you and 2 other people in the call. This isn't going to be offered anywhere else, and it's only for those who purchase before the end of the masterclass. You also get the fast action bonus of the 7-figure online marketing masterclass. It's going live on the March 20th. There also will be a recording. If you can't make it live, it'll be sent to you. You can watch it anytime during your journey. It's yours free. If you want more personalized coaching, you can go for the gold or the platinum option. These are unbelievable value options, unbelievable value. But these are really for the serious entrepreneur. These are for the ones who are willing to commit, because when you put your money on the line, amazing things happen and you actually show up and do the work. That's the URL again that you go to purchase, milliondollarmentor.com/DMB-FAB. Don't forget, we have PayPal as an option for you. Just to reiterate, you go to paypal.com, you apply for the credit. It's usually instantaneous, and then it's applied to your account. You come back to our website and you use PayPal to purchase, and that's how it's done. So if you are ready to launch or relaunch your 6-figure product in 168 days, then Digital Marketing Blueprint is going to show you exactly how to do that. And I'm going to hold your hand the whole way. Okay, so we have a Q&A. And my team have been adding the questions to the Q&A. So I'm going to start calling them out from the start, and we're gonna go here for, well, as long as it takes to answer your questions. I want to make sure that you get them all answered. I'm just gonna pull this up here. Okay, so Julie is asking, is your program for Facebook or Instagram only? I am in the legal cannabis business in Canada, and I'm not sure if your strategies would work for me because of censorships on these platforms. So this program specifically, Julie, teaches Facebook ads as one of the strategies to sell. Yes. We do teach some other strategies, but the main strategies that we teach are Facebook ads, simply because that is we have the expertise here in with Vanessa Vega in the company, and to try to teach many other strategies would be would just take too long and it would dilute the product too much. So what we basically want to do is we want to get you to your first or next really successful launch. And we want to do it in a very step-by-step format. So this isn't a general information program. This is a follow the step-by-step guide program. And if you follow the step-by-step guide, then that is what, then at the end of it, you'll have a successful launch. So I'm not sure the legal cannabis business would work for Facebook ads. I think you're right. You would definitely have to find some other ways to market your program or your product. Okay. Chloe, roughly how many hours per week will we need to commit to the program? So the program is going to be taught over the first 3 months, twice a week, on a Tuesday and a Thursday for about one to 2 hours, depending on how long we need to teach. And then there's going to be a Q&A every Wednesday. So it's about 3 hours a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday each week. You don't need to show up to every single live. You don't need to show up to any of the lives because they're all going to be recorded and you can watch the replay. And the reason why we do it in Facebook is you can watch the replay and then you can write questions underneath the lives and get your questions answered in real time by the coaches who are constantly in the group. So that's why we do it in Facebook. You then have, the reason why we have the implementation programs though is because of the implementation sections is because we know that people get behind. So after you've done 4 weeks training with me, you have 2 weeks to catch up on anything you've missed, read and digest, and do a bit of work before you hit the next stage. So the goal is that you would do the work alongside us, but if you get a bit behind, we give you breaks so you don't fall so far behind that you fall off the wagon. And then you have 12 weeks at the end to actually do the work. So if you want to have a launch in 6 months, you have to commit and do the work. If you don't want to have it in 6 months, it's no problem at all. You can stretch it out as long as you want. But if you want to have it in 6 months, you have to commit and do the work. Tamara is saying, so will she look at our actual campaigns? No, we couldn't give that level of individualized help. If you join the platinum or the gold calls, then yes, for sure. And you're having issues, we have coaches on hand that you could either hire to look at your campaigns, or we have, if you were in the coaching calls each week and you had a campaign there and you wanted to show screenshots or you wanted to, screen share and show us inside it and to troubleshoot, then yes, 100% we can help you troubleshoot. But the program is laid out in such a way that you do the work, and then if you come up against a question or you come up against an issue, then you post it and then you get the help. But we're not actually going to run your campaigns for you because there's only one of Vanessa and she's busy running my company. So there's no way we would be able to give that level of individual attention for this price, unfortunately. Is the Facebook ads, Julie Donato, is the Facebook ads different to the previous Facebook ads program you launched? Yes, it is completely different. And the reason why it's completely different is because we realized through running that, which is what happens, that people had gaps in their knowledge and they had questions that we didn't even think would come up. And so Vanessa has taken the training and made it actually longer. The last one was 4 weeks. This one is 8 weeks. So this one is even more comprehensive. Of course, there will be things that will be similar, but this one is a much deeper dive into and a much slower move through, if you like. And also this time you have a team of, we have, I think is it 5 or I'm trying to think 5 or 4 or 5. I can't remember whether they have 4 or 5. I think it's 4 new Facebook ads coaches who are running massively successful agencies themselves, who are now working in the group with us to troubleshoot you on your campaign. So it's not all falling to Vanessa. We have people there to help you with your campaigns. But yes, the information is different. Vera is saying, I'm afraid about Facebook ads. I'm afraid they're not effective due to the latest changes. You can't retarget Apple users. I do know about retargeting. I run ads already, but Facebook aren't that effective now, and this is what worries me. Here's the thing, they aren't effective if you don't know what you're doing. But Facebook ads are our main source of revenue. So they are still very, very effective. But the problem is, or the thing about Facebook ads is now, you have to be experienced. I honestly was having the same, just to be completely upfront, I was having the same issues as you. I was like, God, Facebook ads are getting harder and harder. Should we really be running this course? Should we really be teaching people this? Is it not just too difficult for them now? And it was actually my husband said to me, you know what, Kim? He said, you actually have more of a duty now to tell people or to show people how to do the ads, because he said loads, because they're going to be wasting money otherwise. There's so many people who don't know what is working, but we do know exactly what is working. But I'm not just going to teach you like only Facebook ads on how to sell. I'm going to teach you so many other ways that you can maximize your engagement, you can maximize your reach. But I'm going to show you how you can use paid ad traffic, because it is a skill that everybody needs to have if they are going to run, if they're going to successfully sell a product online. Because at the minute, Facebook ads is still the main way that people are selling online. There's no other platform is as successful as Facebook ads. So that's why we're teaching it. Brandy Monge, do you recommend buying a Facebook ad course and this course, or does this course cover it? No. This course is the Facebook ads course. The second part that Vanessa's teaching is specific step-by-step strategies, everything from how to set up your campaign, how to run your campaign, how to set up your, not even set up your campaign, how to set up your Facebook ads account, how to set up your campaign, how to run your Facebook ads, every single thing that you need. So this course is very, very specific, every single thing that you need. So you don't need a separate file. Do we get swipe files with the gold option? Tamara is asking. So with regards to the swipe files, it's not that we give swipe files, we will give them where necessary. So it's not like I don't like to overwhelm people with information. So it's not like in the program, I'm like, and here's this swipe file, and here's this swipe file, and here's this swipe file. So if someone has a specific need for something within the program, then I create that and then I provide it to them. So with the gold option, if you had a specific need for a specific file or a specific folder, or you had something you were struggling with, then yes, 100% we would provide that for you. That's the beauty of the gold option, because you can actually have that one-to-one interaction, and we can give you what you need in order to be successful. I will never hold back from anyone on what they need to be successful. I want everyone to succeed, because your success is my success. So 100% yes. Alita Simpson, I am starting with a product and I think I will eventually offer some coaching. Will this work for me? Of course. Well, if you have something that you're selling, and if you're going to sell coaching, then absolutely, yes, yeah, it'll work for you. Of course it will. I'm trying to think of any reason why it wouldn't, but I can't think of one. Let me see. Andrea, I already bought the Gold $1 Million Mentor Program. Is there any way I could get a discount? I'm still struggling, but very committed. Andrea, this is a whole new program. We're not offering discounts, I'm afraid, for people who purchased coaching or previous programs, because it's not like this is an upgrade. I understand what you're saying, and I would love to say yes, but it's not an upgrade from the other program. It's an entirely new coaching program, an entirely new commitment, entirely new information, entirely new structure. I love that you're committed, but I'm really sorry, but we're not offering discounts. I hate saying no, but it is true. Ryan, are Facebook ads more effective than Instagram? All I ever use is Instagram these days, and a lot of the people I know would only use Instagram. So here's the interesting thing. So Facebook is part of Instagram. So Instagram ads are part of Facebook ads. We teach you how to do both. We use Instagram ads as well, a lot of Instagram ads. But the thing about the Instagram ads is, for us, they are effective, yes, but a lot of people don't purchase from inside Instagram. They see an ad and then they go and search for it in Google. That's why you have to know how to set up your tracking and pixeling. So yes, 100% we do teach Instagram ads as well, and we do use them. We find though that more direct traffic comes from Facebook, but Facebook and Instagram are linked, and it definitely will be Instagram as well. Tamara, I'm 85% ready to sign up, but I'm worried because I already bought a Facebook ads course and I'm not sure I won't fail. Tamara, you absolutely will fail. And that is just part and parcel of building any business. You absolutely will fail. But the most important thing isn't that you will fail, it's that you won't fail, it's that you keep showing up and keep committing and keep doing it, keep showing up and keep trying. You know, if I gave up every single time I failed, and I fail every single day, I fail spectacularly in my business. I fail in so many ways, but I just keep showing up. I just keep taking risks. I just keep forging ahead, and you will only fail if you let yourself fail. But I know that I go into every single situation. I go into every single launch. I go into every single year, month, with the commitment that this is going to be the best ever. I am not going to let this fail. I will do whatever it takes. I will hustle. I will, nothing is ever easy. Even this launch has been so challenging in so many ways. And every day I've been repositioning and hustling and changing and looking at the ads and looking at the campaigns and changing this and changing that, just making so many changes and constantly hustling. But I never give up. And even though it's sometimes really, really, really hard and I get really tired, I learn to rest and not quit. So yeah, you might fail, and yeah, it might be hard, and yeah, you might want to give up, but the only time you'll fail is if you actually let yourself fail. But here's something to really think about, is that if you don't try, you're failing already. So the thing that you're actually scared of happening is actually happening. You're already failing if you don't try. So consider that before you consider your option, before you consider what you're going to do. But I can't tell you what to do. It has to be up to you. Lara, so this program actually covers time on brainstorming, coming up with a course and ideas on what to teach, and you help with that. So yes and no. You have to, this program, whenever I start teaching, the course content that I'm going to teach is how to take your, it assumes that you already know how to create a program or a course, or you have an idea. So I am a fitness coach and I want to teach, and I specifically work with menopausal women, or I specifically work with something, I don't know, like menopausal women. And so I want to come up, and I'm an expert in menopause. And so I want to come up with some way to teach menopausal women something about fitness, okay? I will help spark ideas, yes, as to teach you how to go looking for the specific problems that menopausal women are suffering from, and then how to create a solution for that. I'm not going to break down, okay, you need to have this video and this section and this section and this thing, and it needs to have, this is not a design your course program. It assumes that you will figure out how to do that yourself, or you already know how to do that yourself, or you will be able to figure that out. I am really good at that too, but that would be too much to teach in this program, because what we're teaching you how to do is market and sell your offering. So but the beauty of it is, what I'm teaching, right? The bit that I'm teaching can all be done before you've even written one word of your program. I'm not even kidding. What I'm going to be teaching in the 4 weeks is what I do before I write one single word of my program. Do you know what? Before I've written one single word of the program, I have all my Facebook ad copy done. I have all my Facebook ad graphics done. I have the program named, this tagline done. I have the concept created around the program. I have the specific nature of what the program is going to be and how it's going to be done, all before I've written one single word. This is the mistake that most people make. They don't do that first. They write the program first, and then they try and figure out a way to sell it. I don't. I figure out what to sell, and then I write it. So am I going to teach you how to write it? No. Am I going to teach you how to figure out what to sell before you write it? Yes. That's what I do best. Okay, so we have a couple of people who have joined live on the webinar, which is great for a Tuesday, because Tuesdays are not a good purchasing day. So congratulations, Kestrel, can't pronounce your surname, Severnik, I think it is, who has purchased the gold program. Yeah, I thought you're going to get access to the coaching call with me and Vanessa, and I'm really excited for you. Congratulations on making this decision for yourself, and welcome. We have Anae Lopez has purchased the silver program, and we have Anne-Marie Duchesne, who has also purchased the silver program. Guys, welcome on board. Welcome to Digital Course Academy, Digital Marketing Blueprint, Digital Course Academy, I just called it, which I think is actually Amy Porterfield's program, not mine. So don't be purchasing that one. Make sure you purchase a Digital Marketing Blueprint. And thank you so much for trusting me. I'm not going to let you down. And congratulations for getting the very special webinar fast action bonus. I think that I'm going to take, let me see, if I'll take a few more questions before we finish, if there are any, and I just want to make sure that I give you guys time to join. I'll tell you what we'll do. Since there doesn't seem to be very many more questions, Anne-Marie's saying, oh, signed up, thank you, yay. Let me see. Oh, this is a really good one. Karina's saying, how long until these teachings expire? I.e., when will Facebook ads change again? Will this course still be relevant, or is it to be implemented immediately? Listen, it's what's working now, but that's all we can teach. We don't know what Facebook ads are going to change in the future. Nobody has control over that. If I had control over what was going to happen in my business, there would be no war, there would be no coronavirus, there would be no changes to Apple's iOS settings. The reason why Apple did that, by the way, is because they're starting to monetize their own platform. They're starting to create a paid platform now within Apple and within podcasts. And so that is why they've done it. And so they wanted to fuck up Facebook's ability to reach their people, so that more the people started looking for other ways to market. And so I can't say how long it'll be relevant for, but I do know that Vanessa is the best in the business, and she is able to keep abreast of all the changes, and she is in all of the top Facebook groups with all of the top marketers, and they're all sharing information. So right now and for the next 6 months, it's definitely going to be relevant, and that is all you really need in order to get yourself started. Let me see. Tamara is saying, how much should we be prepared to invest in Facebook ads to have a $100,000 launch? So it depends. It depends on many things. It depends on the cost of your program. It depends on the cost of your program, and it depends on your market. With a $97 program, you would normally spend, to a cold audience with a really good sales page and a good video and a good, if everything that I'm going to teach you is done correctly, we would normally spend about $25 to $40 probably on Facebook ads. So let me get my calculator. 25, if I can find the damn thing, $25 to $40, right? So, but here's the great thing about this is why I want to teach you guys how to launch an inexpensive product, such as a 47, a 97, or 197 product, because they're much easier to sell. In fact, anything under 97 is really easy to sell on Facebook. So rather than creating like a webinar launch like this one, where you invest a huge amount of money up front, and then you're on a wing and a prayer hoping that, people are going to purchase at the end to cover your upfront cost if you don't have a big business. The best thing about launching like a $97 product is that, we just had a couple more people join. The best thing about launching a $97 product is that the money comes, whatever money is going out in Facebook ads comes in straight away. So if you, let's go high end. Let's say it's going to cost you, you need to sell 1,000 programs, right? Roughly 1,000 programs to make $100,000. 1,000 programs multiplied by $97 is $97,000. So you actually have to sell like that. Let's do it properly. $100,000 divided by 97. You need to sell 1,030 programs, right? So 1,030 programs multiplied by $40 is $41,237. So that's how much you would have to invest in Facebook ads in order. You usually invest about 40% of your Facebook ad spend to get a return. And you're like, oh my God, $40,000. But here's the thing. The money's coming in as fast as it's going out. So whenever you've set up your Facebook ads campaign correctly and you start running it, the money should start coming in immediately. So you will start running Facebook ads and you'll spend $40, but you'll make $97. So that $40 goes out, but $97 comes in here. So you're actually making $57 profit on every single sale. So that's why I recommend that people start with a lower cost product such as this, where you're getting the revenue directly, because there's less risk. I started with a webinar, and I invested $13,000 in ads to get people into the webinar, and then literally had many sleepless nights hoping that I could hustle these sales and get people to join. And it was nerve-wracking. Every launch I do like this is nerve-wracking, because you're always investing a huge amount of money in order to bring in the people. And then, even though I know that so here's some interesting numbers for you. In a webinar like this, you'll always sell about 1 to 2% of registrations. So if we have 10,000 people registered, we're going to sell 100 to 200 programs. That's it. So if your program costs, $1,997, like ours does, multiplied by 200, you're going to make about $400,000 in profit. So, but whenever you're running ads to a $97 program, you're getting the money's going out as fast as it's coming in. So $40,000 might seem a lot, but it's not really, because the money's coming in, so you have the money there to spend, if you know what I mean. Oh, so we have a couple more people have joined. We have Jeanette Casimir, who has joined the Platinum program. Jeanette, I'm so excited to have you. You and I are going to spend a lot of time together in the next 6 months. Yes, we are. And we have Alita Simpson, whose name I recognize, who has joined the Silver program. Alita Simpson, welcome to a Digital Marketing Blueprint. Welcome, everybody. So welcome, Kestrel, Anne, Anne-Marie, Jeanette, and Alita. You all get the extra special coaching option. In fact, yeah, it's only going to be open for another 11 minutes, guys, the extra special coaching option. Haven't forgot about the $500 giveaway either. It's going to be done at the end. I wonder, is this the same person? Oh, yes, it is. Jeanette says here, I just bought the Platinum program. I am so excited that you did. Okay, so Lara is saying, why would I be doing Facebook ads if my program isn't ready? Though you don't. You only do Facebook ads when your program is ready, but that's what you're going to do in the first part of the program. I'm going to teach you how to get your program ready, and then in the last 12 weeks you're going to learn Facebook ads with Vanessa. You're going to get everything set up in the 8 weeks with Vanessa, and then you have 12 weeks to bring your program together and to set up your Facebook ads campaigns and to get your program launched. That's why we give you 6 months to do it. Let me see. Tamara saying, thank you for answering my question that specifically. It was very helpful. You're very welcome. Paul Foster, I used to date a guy called Paul Foster. Probably wasn't you, Paul. Paul Foster, welcome to Digital Marketing Blueprint. You have purchased the Silver program and also taken advantage of the super fast action bonus for very fast action takers. Oh, and we have Lonell Madsen as well, also purchased the Silver option. Lonell, welcome to Digital Marketing Blueprint. Here, I think that deserves a party popper. You ready? Here we go. Woo! You see, what other person do you know has a supply of party poppers in their drawer? Except me, because I'm a bit of a crazy bitch. I said Lonell. I said Lonell Madsen. I was like, oh, is that another one? No, definitely said Lonell. Okay, few more questions. Alita says, you recognize my name because I'm one of your groupies. Yes, I know you are. I definitely know your name. Lara is saying, I don't need to be qualified. I'm not sure what you mean by qualified, Lara. Can you be more specific? Paul is saying, I just signed up to the Silver. I know, Paul, I called out your name. I'm really excited to have you on board. Let me see. I thought there was a couple more questions relating. I'm looking at questions here, but I don't see all the questions. I have to scroll quite far up. Just want to make sure the team haven't added any more. Okay. Brandy is saying, would this course be a good supplement if I am working with someone already to launch my video course this month? At what point do we get the Facebook ads training? So the Facebook ads training unfortunately doesn't happen until, I'm trying to think what date it starts in April. I shall tell you now. It starts in April. No, it starts 2nd of May. So the Facebook ads training doesn't start until the 2nd of May because it's taught live. So if you're launching this month, the Facebook ads training is not going to help you this month, unfortunately. So I'm not sure whether or not that will be something that you will want to purchase and use in the future. It's completely up to you. Thing is, once it closes, it closes. You're not going to be able to open it. You're not going to be able to purchase it at another time in the future. So that may just be something to consider whenever you're making a purchasing decision. And let me see. Sure. Are testimonials required to validate our services? No, not always. I didn't have any testimonials in the beginning because I had never run the program before, but I did get some people who knew me personally and who had worked with me personally and to kind of vouch for me, so I could, give them social proof as to me and my methods and how they work. But you don't actually have to have, you don't have testimonials until you have testimonials. Sorry, I'm thirsty. Tamara is saying Silver. I'm not sure what that means. Does that mean that you've bought the Silver, Tamara? I'm not sure what that means. Maybe you can give me a little more information. Okay, Felicity is saying, can you remind me of the pricing options, please? Yes, I can. Basic price is $1997 or $197 a month. The gold option is $2997 or $297 per month. And the platinum option is $4997 or $497 per month for 12 months. How detailed does the Facebook ads training? How detailed is the Facebook ads training? Facebook offer free help with their advisors. Does it go into greater detail? Yes. So the help that Facebook ads advisors give you for free, they're not running multi-million-dollar companies. The difference between what Vanessa and I teach and what you can get elsewhere is that what Vanessa is teaching is what she does in real time. Vanessa is the director of marketing in my company, so she isn't running Facebook ads campaigns for generic people. She is directly responsible for the revenue of my company. And so what we do works. So we're constantly testing different price points, different campaigns. We've done webinars, we've done funnels, we've done $97 product launches, we've done, you know, app launches, we've done carousel ads, we've done. Vanessa has more experience than any free Facebook ads advisor you will ever come across. So because what we're doing works in real time. And that's the difference. So yes, it goes into much, much greater option. Tamara is saying it has the credit card only it has credit card only, no PayPal option. So Tamara, you can only pay in full using PayPal. You can't set up a monthly subscription with PayPal. And unfortunately, because whenever you set up a monthly subscription with PayPal, they don't have a way of creating, it's a subscription. It's not actually a monthly payment where you enter into a financial agreement with us. So that's why you have to pay in full using PayPal. You can only use a credit card to pay for the monthly, if that is what you were trying to do. Oh, you're saying I'm trying to sign up. Okay, I get you now, and you just want to use PayPal. If you're trying to sign up tomorrow, you only have like 6 minutes left to get the extra fast bonus freebie. And if you, so I'm really sorry, you can't, the PayPal is there. Tamara's saying the PayPal isn't there. Can someone just confirm with me that the PayPal option actually is there at checkout? It isn't there for the monthly option, but it should be there for the full pay option. Lonelle is saying, yes, Jamie's saying it's there on full pay. Lonelle is saying, okay, Lonelle is saying, I've already joined, but I love this, but you're asking questions already. You are going to be successful. I've been planning my first launch. It's scheduled in just 14 days. And now I know I need support, even if it isn't you or this, I'll find it. But what would you recommend, given that I'm ready to launch a sales funnel with a low ticket offer, a one-time only offer, upsell to my digital course, set to launch the 1st of April, nothing filmed yet, and then an invite to a consult call for the one-to-one coaching. What do you recommend for me? Okay, Janelle, Lonelle, sorry, it's too long an answer to go into here. I would need to really kind of break it down and look at it, and we've only got a few minutes left. But what I would recommend that you do is I would recommend that you jump into the Facebook group immediately and ask the question in the Facebook group, because I can help you more there. So if you go into the Facebook group and you give me more detail about your product and your funnel and your offer and everything, anything else you want to ask, hop in there and I will answer your question in there, because it's too detailed to go into here, and I would need to kind of break it down and figure out exactly what you're asking. What else have we got? Okay, I think that's it. Right, guys, anyone who wants to purchase, oh, Jody is saying, it's saying my card doesn't have sufficient funds, but I know that they are there. I want the Facebook ads blueprint and original course. Can I contact the help desk? Yes, for sure. Contact the help desk. Go onto the live chat on the website or go to support@milliondollarmentor.com and one of the girls will help you. What is the first thing after signing up to the group? My business is super complicated. You just need to go into the Facebook group, which we'll send you an email immediately with access to the Facebook group. Click on it. Once your purchase is approved, just write a post in the group explaining what it is that you do and what you need help with, and I can help you inside the Facebook. Okay. You guys some people are asking about PayPal again. It is, PayPal is only available for the full pay option. It's not available as a monthly, unfortunately. And if you want to go and if you want to use PayPal credit, you have to go to paypal.com and then come back and purchase using the full pay. Alita is saying, double checking, can I upgrade to gold at a later stage? Yes, that should be an option. I think so. Yeah, that could be an option. Uploading to gold, it isn't something we're offering at the minute, but I can't see why it would be a problem if you wanted to upgrade at a later date, for sure. And Barbie is saying, so exciting. I need to set up more and organize my ideas so I can get it. Thanks so much, Kim. You're so welcome. And yeah, the Facebook group takes a little minute or two to be confirmed because all my team are on the webinar with me. So don't worry, we have to go through and check everyone's purchase, and that is how you are confirmed. Okay. So guys, thank you so much for such a detailed Q&A. We are going to do another $500 cash giveaway. So just so I can see people leaving and joining and leaving and joining. So just so I know that you are here, I just want to make sure that you guys yeah, so anyway, I just want to make sure, make sure that people didn't just join in the last minute to get in for the $500. So what you have to do is, once you, if I call out your name, you have about 30 seconds to message in the chat and say, I'm here, and one of the team will respond to you. If you don't do it within, I don't know, 30 seconds, I'm sure you should be able to do it straight away. If you're here, then we will do, my team will alert me immediately to tell me that someone has claimed the $500, and yeah, so message and say I'm here, and then we will send you your money. Okay, I need someone to come in and shout for me, please. The lovely Maya. Is she coming in to shout for me? Yes? Okay, you ready? So hang on, let me just go into the chat and find the thing. I just want to make sure that I'm scrolling through. Okay, so whenever you are ready, I'm going to scroll back and forth. Okay, and at the top is, oh, it's one of our coaches. Hang on, I have to go to on top of her. Lonelle, you won the $500. Lori, you were nearly winning the $500, but Lonelle was above you, and Lori is from the team, so unfortunately she was not winning the $500. So congratulations. She says, still here. Excellent, Lonelle, congratulations. You are, she says, I hope whoever really needs it wins it. Well, there you are. It was obviously you who really needs it. That is a sign that it was meant to be for you. Thank you so much for being here. Guys, this is the end of the masterclass. If you really loved it and you want to join again, we're having another one on Sunday. It's the last one on Sunday. You can join again. And if not, you have until next Sunday to sign up for the program. If you decide that it is something that you want to do, you have to sign up by midnight to get the fast action bonus. Otherwise, yeah. Thank you so much for showing up live. This was absolutely awesome. I love teaching, and I will catch up with you guys soon. If you have any questions, message customer support or reach out to me on Instagram at the Sculpted Vegan. Just want to make sure nobody snuck in at the last minute. No, they didn't. You're all good. And I'll see you guys all soon. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.